above my pay grade, above my knowledge.
Packing state-of-the-art firepower, there's nothing they can't handle.
Earth team has taken the lead. Fire team has taken the lead.
Right off the bat. There's people everywhere. This is madness. Be on the lookout for Dill to do some real damage here this morning. He's already at 1,200 points. Be relishing the opportunity to go up against this Motor City team. You can see him there on the green ramp doing some work. He's in a position where Disco Stu is going to look to take a couple of hit points off him, but not too much you can do as a one hit against a 3-hit. Dill is having a storming run to this game. He just went on a tear across that middle section. Maybe going to look to set up in one of his favorite spots in Big Box. He's so tall though that he can actually see. He can't see because the rook's in the way as a referee. But he can basically look over that wall into chamber. It's ridiculous. Applesauce only losing 1 life here. Contrast to that, Lizzie is down to 15. Dill cheated, but was worth it. I don't like the word cheated. I prefer to say fouled. He fouled. Fouled.
Do it.
Who is that red team up there? Looks like Kodama at the top of Fortress there. Looking to get some resupply from Applesauce all the way in chamber.
Has taken the lead.
If you can balance that, and this sort of comes with
Fire team has taken the lead.
It's kind of the rewards of pressuring the other team. If you can have your heavy effectively hold the fortress while your resupply sits in chamber and gives resupply across that great distance, you're in a pretty good position. Applesauce here is able to float across the 3rd floor. Although Kodama, they've left the fortress kind of. I guess they've got enough pressure that nobody's watching the fortress, and Applesauce is able to
has taken the lead.
Sit there on 3rd floor and kind of go backwards and forwards.
Do it.
Green team looked to be.
Has taken the lead.
Green team looked to be holding downstairs, so. Yeah, I think it's just changing our vernacular around the Comp Geek. I think for so long we've kind of used the word cheat, and I think you're right. Cheat is not the correct term for most instances. There have been instances where cheat was definitely the right vernacular, but I like fouled or erred. He erred.
Boosting now.
Not erred, he erred. Not a lot of action happening here on any of the 2nd or 3rd floor, which tells me that there is an immense amount of pressure happening on the team downstairs. With that being said, Lizzie is still at 11 lives. I mean, we're only 4 minutes into this game, but 11 lives, considering how much pressure is being put on that team, is pretty massive. So you look at Than here running back and forth across the 3rd floor between Fortress and Chamber, turning back the clock on those old knees. Infringed. That's a good word. Infringed.
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit.
Rhea putting a pressure relieving nuke out there, but she is in a pretty bad spot. Only 2 shots left, 4 lives left, and just gets missiled by
2,000 points.
Who got? Oh no, yeah, Kodama. That's not gonna help. Not gonna help matters. Dill here with 2 nukes. It'll be interesting to see if he goes and drops them and ends Rhea's game.
Space Marine requesting
Here they
clearance
come.
for nuclear strike.
Confirmed.
Space Marine
Unfortunate,
requesting
Rhea
clearance
getting
for
killed
nuclear
out there.
strike.
Too much pressure for too long, coming from this red team. Really, it's a real shame to see a commander get killed out before the medic, though. It's a real shame. But I think California in a piece have just really piled the pressure on here and not really given much reprieve for the green team.
Do it.
Boosting now. Missile away.
Fire team is ahead by 8,800 points.
Lizzie gets killed out of the game. Only a matter of time here. It's very much in the control of California in the piece. It's hard to tell who that was. I think it was Dill's running, not Dill's, Sweets controlling that middle section, the bottom of the green ramp there. I think that's Sweets in the orange t-shirt. Not sure. No, sorry, wrong team. Looking at the wrong team. Look at Blackout. Great work here, all across the board for red team. I really like the movement that was happening from both Old Man Thanatos and Applesauce. Applesauce has lost quite a few lives. Obviously, some of those coming from nuke drops, but
Earth team is behind by 8,100 points.
Dill's on his way to his next nuke. Looking to see, once he gets to those 20 special points, going somewhere and dropping them, or it. You can see him up top of Fortress, looking to lean over the ramp downstairs and get those
clearance
hits,
for nuclear strike.
which he gets, and he drops inside of Fortress. That's the benefit of having a giant on your team, is they're able to lean over the walls and get you from pretty much anywhere.
Do it.
You can see Dill actually, just even if he's standing still, is at eye level with those ramps up in chamber. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, as we celebrate the end of this game, please join me and welcome me to the broadcast. The man, the myth, the legend. What's up, Scythe?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, bro. How you feeling after yesterday?
Feeling great.
Yep. Penalize a team or a player, and they turn around and look at it dancing. They turn around and they lose their stuff. Anyway, to be continued.
Yeah, so the funny part, you see where Lenny is standing, looking down. We just kind of talked about that, but maybe they said whoever's going in the chamber to do that. But on the receiving end of it, if you're nuking or if you're reffing that spot, you're just like, hey, I'm going to watch this. Just going to watch this little cheeky move.
Do it.
Fire team has taken. Earth team has taken the lead.
Wait for the
Oh, man.
titles to kick in again.
Rough start there from Motor City Mutts. Again, they go into Fortress. They don't have anyone. They don't have anyone watching the third ramp. Person comes in, just flanks, shoots all three of them down, and forces them downstairs in, roughly 30 seconds. Ruth is saying, change the teams?
Yeah,
I think it was already set.
Yeah, I was in the process. Just take a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that
took
Ruth?
us a while to get off the soapbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was too busy having a moan.
It's Ruth.
Earth team is leading
What's up,
by
Ruth?
590 points.
Your boy's doing work.
Do it.
Not in this game, obviously.
He's doing a hell of a job reffing chamber.
He's doing a great ref
where we
job.
want to see him.
Yeah, exactly right.
Unfortunately, Motor City Mutts nowhere to be seen in any of the cameras.
Yeah, this is what happened in the first game too. Look at that work by Kodama and Dill. The 3 hits are feasting.
Yeah. It's rough. I was asked yesterday, so we'll go a little off script here. I was asked yesterday if I would have made a difference on the Motor City Mutts team.
Yeah.
with them picking me up if I could have played. And I was just like, it would have been tough. So like with any hybrid that I've been on, like there's a lot of learning that has to take place of playstyle. So
Yes.
Fire team
I'm
is
a big
behind by
adaptable player, but
2,500 points.
it's hard to say like, hey, me coming in would like drastically change any of the like gameplay results. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe like we'd defend a little better or like we'd live a little longer, but you're still looking at a 3-site hybrid team.
Yeah, cohesion
Granted,
is
like I know how
massive.
Little Bit plays, so like I could work around her. I know a little bit how like Phantom plays. I've never played with Blackout, so
Yeah.
I can't sit here and say like, with the people that have asked me, hey, would I have made a difference? It's like, I don't think the team would have been in last. I think we would have had some points on the board.
Right.
But again, it's a
But
team
you
sport.
didn't
I
go.
need ammo. You need shots.
You
Yeah,
jerk.
exactly. So, all I can do is help from a distance. So I know like they are watching the VODs. They are like looking into, kind of the feedback and the assistance that we've been offering
Yeah.
and like our viewpoint of stuff. But again, a 3-side hybrid team is so hard to like come together and kind of, if you've never played together, work through the round play and practice games to find a groove. Not saying that we wouldn't be able
Do
to,
it,
but
do it.
I mean, even our West Coast team from 2022, individually, all
Yeah.
of those players, awesome players, but we had no cohesion and, did significantly worse than we were expecting to do. So,
it is a little like contrasting play styles because like myself, I'm more of a like midfield player, I would
Yeah.
call it, whereas like G&D is used to like the certain style heavy, Baden's used to the certain style heavy.
Yeah.
And then obviously our other players, it's like you kind of get into the rhythm. You have micro, it's like, well, if we have power 3 hits, do we put him as a scout? How would he do in the first time arena as a scout? Can he hold like the couple areas? So you get into those weird scenarios of where you can try to put players where it's more advantageous for you to not only like score points and win the game, but build that cohesion.
Yeah. Dill, I think eased off the throttle at that excellent start. Went back upstairs to try and get some resupply. I think he's looking to maybe get those 2 nukes and maybe drop. Possibly looking to maybe look to stack 3. Not sure. I would. Who knows? Maybe he's doing that. Give Motor City Mutts a little bit more time in the arena, but.
Yeah, I do like Motor City though. Still adapting. So they got pushed down early, but they immediately started resupplying. So New York was missing that in their last game where they immediately, when they went downstairs, they didn't start resupplying right away, but Loveland did. So you saw Loveland beating them on the, filling back up, which is unfortunate because Syracuse definitely had that game, won dead to rights. But it's a game of inches. And there's critical mistakes that happen, but in this arena, it costs you dearly.
Yeah.
Switching to full auto.
Looking at my messages here. Yeah, I am still cheering for Motor City. I know I've kind of like before the tournament put my money on Syracuse and Beans let me down, but he's still able to play. But no, I think like with Motor City again, like there was no guarantee that even if I was able to play, like they wouldn't have gotten Phantom or Blackout. Like they could have been down one of those players,
I think they
and
possibly
then the dynamic
Lizzie.
looked different.
Like I think Lizzie was added very last minute, and to be fair, considering Lizzie's never played competitive Space Marines before, she's having a pretty good showing as medic. Like it's such a hard game to come into cold. Like you need reps in Space Marines. It's such a nuanced, technical game. So it'd be like the equivalent of someone who had never competed in a sport going to the Olympics and getting thrown into the pool.
Yep.
Earth team is ahead by 8,000.
That'd be the
That's how good
equivalent
we
of
are. Olympics
Yep.
level space marines.
Yeah, I would definitely say like also having Stu as her ammo definitely helps.
For sure.
Obviously Stu and myself, a couple other players, like when we were building our team for 2013, the one thing we kind of knew was resupply was going to be an issue. You know, we had Ghost where wanted to learn medic, but wanted to learn it differently than how everyone else played it.
Right.
So shout out to Ghost there because like easily the best medic we've had at our site. So a lot of that was Stu of working through the progression of like this is what you do in a resupply situation, and then Ghost getting comfortable enough when he starts growing to say like, okay, we're gonna switch it up now. I'm gonna have you do this stuff, and I'm gonna go over here instead. But yeah, I'm sure Lizzie is learning all of the same, you know, techniques and stuff that Disco has shared with all of us. So she's definitely doing a great job, especially in these games where you're just like, we're getting steamrolled, and you're learning to prioritize, you know, trial by fire. So great job on her part as well.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! Space Marine requesting clearance for nuclear strike.
Confirmed.
So nuke detonates here. Does take out the last two remaining, unfortunately. So good job to California continuing to roll along here in that second place spot.
Hey, what are you doing, man?